name is Emeka Jeff, a furniture maker. For over 35 years now, if I may say. Furniture business is a profitable business. Depends on how you maintain your customers and the materials you use for your work. Home use furniture like sofa and office furniture like office tables, office chairs and shelves. That is for office. Then house furniture, bed, sofa and other things, wardrobe. We get the materials in a nearby market here, but if the ones we cannot get nearby, we'll go elsewhere where we can get it. Then if it needs seasoning the material for a good quality, you get it seasoned so that to avoid termites and other things from getting into the wood. Seasoning of a wood is if it's not well dried and you want it to be well dried so that ants, which is termites, will not be able to penetrate it, you have to take it to a machine that will dry, clean the water that is in the wood, or you keep it where sun will hit it for a very long time so that you season it, it would get dried. Then another way of seasoning the wood is like you can use chemical and treat the wood to avoid termite from getting into it. That is the way of seasoning the wood. Like if it's a sofa now, a complete set, you know, it can take you 2 weeks for a good process for you to process the furniture. And in other hands, if you want to process it, you have to take your little time to get a good finishing for the furniture you want to process. At least 2 weeks is very, very okay to process a sofa. Why it costs so much? Because number one, if it's like sofa set, you have to buy the wood. First of all, you sketch the pattern of the chair, even if it's from the catalog. Then go to the market and buy the wood, nails and etc. you want to use for the furniture you want to make. Then after doing that, you get your materials to the shop, your workshop, then start coupling the things together, being the skeletal part of it or whichever. Then after that, you have to go into foaming. If it's a sofa we are talking about, you go into foaming, like you see they are doing there. After foaming the sofa, then you cut the cloth, which is called fabric. So when you cut the fabric to size, you start sewing. After sewing it, then you start fitting it to the chair, the skeleton which you have formed already. Then check how it will come out before you start tacking. Before you start tacking the nails or whichever thing you want to use, be it pin or whatever, to get a better finishing for the sofa you want to make. Like I said, imported furniture, you cannot use it to compare locally made furniture, because imported furniture, they use sheepboard, which is a kind of easily damaged, because if water soaks sheepboard, which they use in their own skeleton, it will swell up and it will get damaged. But if you use pure wood here, your furniture will last longer compared to the one that is made with cheap board. That is the truth about it. because most of imported furnitures, they use cheap board to produce or the skeletal part of it. Even if people don't buy furniture every day, but they will still have another thing they will demand for, knowing you are into the business. They might demand other things like maybe shelves or other area of furniture, or you go and fix up the key of their doors and fix up some little things in their hand, which is still area the furniture we are into. Yeah, running the business in this present day, though things are not as easy as it was before, but it doesn't stop customers that want to make furniture, though the demand is not as much as it was before, but then again, people are still buying, though the money we try to reduce to at least to an extent to be able to adapt to a level where customers could be able to get it. And secondly, it depends on the kind of sofa or furniture the person wants to make. There are ones of 300 and something. There are the ones of 150 and so, if it's come to sofa. So it depends on the pattern of the person wants. That determines the price for the furniture. There are a lot of challenges in furniture making. One, your production depends on how neat you finish your furniture. So that is what will really advertise you to customers who knows the value of the furniture they want. Because some of the customers doesn't like tattered finished furniture. So how good you are able to finish your furniture will advertise you more better. Because if you come to my house and see a well finished furniture, you would want to ask me who finished it, who did it for you. Because, and then if you will be directed to the person, and the person will come, I'll do for him, another person will see it in his place, he will want to make, so in that doing, you go more far with the furniture you're doing.
Sunday is my name. I'm into interior decoration. We are watching
SME Diaries.